Francis and Nagel. Andrews at the back. Here's a chance for Ronnie. Sets up the handball towards Otway, who was off target only seconds ago. Pert over the top, takes a good mark, and he'll clear for the Roys.
Pert tripped just as he was about to kick it, but got the ball out towards Rendell. Rendell puts a long kick up towards the half-forward flank, but Carey's in the way and takes a timely mark. Stephen Carey in towards the centre. Conlon up high from behind. Knocked the ball down. Rendell came in. Beautifully trapped there by Manane. Took a little bit long to get rid of it. Coming through was Grimley. Beaten for it by Hawker. Hawker's hand pass out. Tapped on by Folds. Cameron Clayton's there. Tackle. Gets the loose ball forward though. It comes straight to Grant Laurie. Laurie goes for the short pass. A well-placed kick finds Gary Sidebottom. Sidebottom. I think he's conned Hawker into a 15-metre. I don't think the umpire's going. But nonetheless, it's a nice kick. Quinlan in the front position, couldn't take the mark. Manane gets a hand pass on to Grimley. Can Grimley get the ball forward? No, he cannot. It's taken away. And the loose kick goes straight to Bernie Quinlan. A 15-metre penalty should go against Andrews because he's threw Logan out of the way. Not good play by Ron Andrews there because it brings Bernie Quinlan. Andrews did not touch Quinlan, but he stupidly threw Logan out of the way, and that still is a 15-metre penalty. There's nothing more than stupidity when you do that near goals. And there's the result. 1 goal to Bernie Quinlan. Quinlan's first has been well held by Terry Danaher throughout the game, but it puts Fitzroy back in front. 7-9 to 6-12, a 3-point margin in favour of the Maroons, as we see some delighted Maroon fans at this stage, because the 22 minutes into the third term, to hold a 3-point margin, I'm sure Robert Walls would be very happy.
Considering, of course, Bobby, that Fitzroy will come home with what breeze there is here at the junction.
But it has dropped, Sandy, because of this rain. It's nowhere near as drastic as it was early in the piece.
Back to the centre, with the Roys hitting the front by 3 points. Madden beats Rendell on that occasion. Harris is pushed over the ball. And umpire Ian Robinson comes in and decides on another bounce. A very tight game throughout. Madden over the top again towards Merritt. He's got to be caught because he really did just try and push his way through, and then could have just about given away 15 to Clayton on that occasion too. Nevertheless, Clayton's kick towards the half-forward line. Socket towards the boundary line by Clark, and in fact well over as he runs into Mickey Conlon.
Michael Conlon, a little foolish there. Heads are for thinking.
It's not butting, you're suggesting. Here's the throw-in. Well, Madden had an area on that occasion. Oh, Lee Manane receives and shoots towards goal and puts it through. Great stuff by Fitzroy. Second goal to Lee Manane, and my word, what a handy time to scoot away with a couple of goals, Bobby.
This is amazing, Sandy. Only 3 minutes ago I said that they hadn't had a score for the quarter, and all of a sudden it's 2 goals. Now things can change. Lee Manane, very quick to take advantage of that hand pass. 57 to 48, 9 points to margin. Madden gets the tap, taken by Davis, straight down the ground. Pert from behind, a lovely mark by Gary Pert. To give the hand pass wide. Parrish is there. Bad play by Parrish to come back into it. Got the hand pass to Pert though. This time Pert goes wide, finds Logan. He should keep the ball out wide. The kick is kept wide, not a long kick. Manane, a great mark. Lee Manane. Close to the boundary line, keeps it out there. Quinlan up high, it's over his head, over the boundary line. Good position from a Fitzroy point of view though, because if they can gain possession in the forward pocket, a chance of a score, and at least the ball, as we come into the time-on period, is at the other end of the ground from an Essendon score. 9 points the margin in favour of Fitzroy. Quinlan got the tap, it goes to Danaher. A poor kick by Danaher though. Grimley trying to force it through. The kick comes out wide, too wide for Davis. Thornton first there. Thought about the hand pass. Now there's the Rendell. The big fella should go long and wide where Loken's made position. Loken will take the mark, shoot steady and drive the ball right into the square.
And a good performance by Loken, about to have his 12th kick.
And Bill Loken into the breeze as we see Danaher keeping a tight rein on Quinlan. Quinlan not leading because he wants Loken to put the kick high and long towards the goal. It's a lovely kick from Loken. Punched away by Madden. Quinlan and Harris. Harris screws the ball back over. Carey coming in and takes the mark for the Bombs.
Carey on the last line of defence. Going to pass Nagel and look towards Andrews and side bottom. Ronnie fists it down towards the budgie. Loken was there, however. So too was Harris. Bahagia follows it up. Dummies, gets ridden into the ground and will be free kick. Into time on. Third term, and there won't be a lot of it. To half forward, Rendell the spoiler. Saw Francis waiting down and just pushed it down for the centreman, who goes long up towards the half forward line. Quinlan and down. Bernie this time has kicked one, and that was only minutes ago. The Roy's now starting to show their ascendancy. .57 plays 48 at the moment, and the number 5, who was in this such devastating form at the park last week, shoots towards goal. Bernie, not a good kick.
Even the super boots can miss them, Sandy.
8-10 to 6-12. Umpire Robinson holding the ball aloft to signal the start of the final term, with Fitzroy holding an 11-point margin and the Roy's kicking with the slight breeze that there is still here at the Junction Oval. Loken at the bottom of the pack, out towards side bottom, who's been a real trier all day. Got caught on that occasion, but it goes to Les Parrish. It was a great quarter of football between, particularly the latter half, by Fitzroy in that third term. Nagel, the handball out towards Otway, looks for the player going past in Clark. A high ball up towards the half-forward line. Copping was there. Serafini comes bursting through, pushing the ball along in front of him. Set upon by Mick Davis, and eventually out over the line for a throw-in.
Yeah, Serafini carried that ball far enough to be worth a kick. And a throw-in to take place on the Essendon half-forward line. Rain falling consistently as Rendell gets a tap down to Harris. The kick from Harris up towards both side bottom and Merritt. Merritt now playing at centre half back on side bottom. Merritt taps the ball forward. It goes straight to Conlon. He handballs out in front of him, goes after it again, hooks it back down towards the forward area. Quinlan coming across the back, couldn't take the mark, goes over the boundary line, throwing to take place in the forward pocket for Fitzroy, about 15 metres around from the behind post. We should see side bottom compete for Fitzroy, Madden for Essendon. Side bottom gets in the front position. Harris forces the ball forward. It comes back towards him again. Hand pass comes out from Madden to Otway. Bad bounce for Loken. He recovers well, though. Loken puts a long kick down towards the forward area. No mark taken. We see it forced forward by Brett Grimley. Grimley screws it back. Oh, it's a beautiful-looking kick from Grimley. It's the goal of the day. Hit the post. Oh, bad luck for Grimley.
What a tremendous effort by Brett Grimley. So one more point to the Roy's. 12-point margin. Merritt back into play. Carlson over the top to spoil. Waiting down is Quinlan, but ugly off the boot. And out on the full. As Bernie has a look, not impressed. And Foles to bring it back into play from Essendon. 12 points the difference, favouring the Roy's. Rendell from behind, Madden in front. Stolen by little Leon from his ruckman. Says thank you very much. Heads towards side bottom. In front, 1, 2, 3 grabs. Well, he's taken a few in front today. In fact, he's kicked 2 goals. First mark of the day he took. I think he held it for about 0.5 of a second, if that. This time he's got a chance to really cement Fitzroy's position going into this final term, and he does. Great goal by Gary Sidebottom. They're 3 goals clear, and he's kicked 3 on 7's big lead.
So repeating what we said earlier, Sandy, Gary Sidebottom giving Fitzroy wonderful service. There's the board, 9-12 to 6-12. 3 goals, the advantage held by Fitzroy, 4 minutes into the final term. Essendon have Andrews at centre half forward, Merritt at centre half back. Salmon back on the ground at full forward. And the odds, Western in the back pocket, incidentally, Sandy. So Essendon have tried a few changes. The loose ball comes back. Back kick there by the big fellow in Rendell. Comes out to Watson. Straight down the ground. Punched away. Taken by Pert. Kick off the side of the boot. No mark to Hawker. Hawker taps it wide. Picked up well by Nagel. Nagel slips as he was about to get it out. The loose hand pass comes out towards Andrew. Andrew well tackled by Loken. And the loose ball picked up by Carlson. Carlson being told by his teammates that he's completely clear. Now he puts the kick downfield. Danaher's first on the scene. Very close to the boundary. He's pushed over the line by Quinlan. A side push. And so a boundary throw-in will take place. Throw-in in the forward pocket for Fitzroy. 3-goal margin. Fitzroy with a chance if they can gain possession. Side bottom, puts it over the back. Comes out to Harris. Harris puts the ball forward. Quinlan in the front position. Danaher reads it well. The hand pass across there to Carey. Carey now putting the ball out wide to the wing. He didn't really have anybody giving him somebody to kick it to. No leads at all as Parrish is first on the scene. Gives the hand pass across to Francis. Francis drives it back. Roos in the front position. I think fell for the 3-card trick. Picked up by Quinlan. He goes to one goal. His second. And Fitzroy go to a 4-goal lead. 10-12 to 6-12. Seeing Hurd ready to come back on, Sandy, was a little surprising to see him taken off.
Yes, I don't know what happened there. We may find out from Kevin Sheedy in World of Sport tomorrow. But from the centre, the Bombers desperate for a score as Hawker puts a high kick out towards centre wing. But Fitzroy, gee, they're a determined side. And Ross Thornton displaying that at the moment as he goes up towards the half-forward region. 2 Essendon players fly. Eventually the mark is brought down by Nagel, who goes out to Watson. Short, looking for Thompson. Can't control it on the boundary line. And another throw-in. Just a team of goers. Fitzroy, aren't they, Bobby?
Merritt back to centre half forward. Andrews down to centre half back again. So it's desperation plus.
Throw in. Rendell trying to tap it over the back. Andrews the receiver from the budgie. Ronnie's kick towards half forward. They want a goal and they want it fast. Copping has been quiet. Some heavy body work going there, and I think the Fitzroy player at the bottom may be receiving the free kick in the form.
Showed a lot of courage there, Hinchin, as we see Matt Rendell obviously in pain. Not very pleased with the way he's been treated by the trainer. Side bottom up high, couldn't take the mark. Missed by Davis. Davis dives in after it again, and umpire Rich decides it's time for a bounce. Rendell, it looks as though he must have a dislocation of the finger or thereabouts, and he's in real pain.
Not enjoying it one bit. However, we'll keep an eye on the football as Harris puts the Roys down towards their half-forward line again. We can't help but look at Matt Rendell because he's hating every minute of that. Roos in trouble. Oh, here comes Grimley. Pick it up, Brett. Get your handball away. He's too slow. Play on is the call. Picked up by Conlon. A left foot snap over the back. We'll see Nagel first to the football. He gets in trouble. Caught. Quinlan the opportunity now. Conlon calling for it. Loken may see him. He swings around now. Has a look. Chips one back in towards full forward. Roos will come over the top. Can't complete the mark. Quinlan is there and eventually taken over the line by Davis, and Matt Rendell is not enjoying the start of this final term.
Could be worse. Could be mine. You shouldn't joke at somebody else's expense, but Matt's certainly in a bit of trouble. Davis bringing the ball back. Hand pass comes from Madden across the folds. Essendon bringing the play right across. Clayton got a push in the back. The loose ball picked up by Manane. He'll tap the ball over the top. It doesn't quite reach the play it was meant for at being Lee Carlson. But Carlson doing well to stop Thompson from going on with a handball. Thompson across into the centre. Dangerous play. Cuts down. Comes out to Loken. Loken puts a high kick down up in the air. Quinlan's there in the front position. Couldn't take the mark. Goes after it again. Grimley's there, tried to tap the ball wide. Now it comes out towards Conlon. The bounce will take place. Not good football there by Essendon to go across in towards the centre. Big pack of players around the bounce as umpire Dennis Rich puts the ball down. Side bottom, beaten for it by Madden. It's tapped back again. Side bottom dives in after the ball. Quinlan over the top of side bottom. Not Quinlan, Conlon. to the teammates, of course, but that's indicative of the desperation that's being shown by the Fitzroy side.
Well, I'd hate to be the Essendon runner at the moment because he's absolutely exhausted. As we see Merritt and Madden and side bottom, and my word, Gary's he's won everything today. He's kicked 3 goals. And should he kick this, I'd say good night, Bombers. Despite only 9 minutes having been played in this final term. Certainly been a key player, side bottom today. There's the drop punt on its way. As I said, good night, Bombers. 11-12 to 6-12 on Sevens. Big lead.
Gary Sidebottom bringing his 4th goal. Saying thank you to his teammates. He's been a fine team player, Gary Sidebottom. And a 5-goal advantage. So 10 minutes gone in the final term. If we're to see an Essendon victory, it would be magnificent from the Bombers. But I think so far, the odds must certainly favour the Maroons.
Still, the Essendon runner works his heart out. From the centre, Harris, the soccer off the ground, intelligent but grimly, dropped it, was allowed to recover and tumbles a punt down towards the pocket. In fact, it goes over the line in that right forward pocket for a throw-in.
Throw-in to take place about 5 metres around from the behind post. And as Sandy said, the Essendon runner is certainly running. Giving a word to Timmy Watson, not on camera. On camera is Simon Madden and Bernie Quinlan. Quinlan tried to grab the ball. Comes back to Madden. His loose hand pass. Kicked off the ground now by the number 41 for Fitzroy, and that's Lee Manane. A great try. And now the throw-in 5 metres around from the behind post. 78 to 48. Simon Madden up. Gets it down. It goes over the boundary line once again. Almost an identical position. Once again, it will be Burnley Quinlan, Fitzroy's full forward, competing in the ruck against Simon Madden. Taken by the Harger. Picked up there by Clark. Clark's kick goes straight across the ground. Nagel in the front position. Tackled by Francis. The hand pass goes over the boundary line. Nothing else that Nagel could do on that occasion. A good tackle by Peter Francis. So the throw-in in the opposite forward pocket to the previous couple of throw-ins. Madden gets the ball down. Comes towards Carey. He thumps the ball back. Looking for and finding Nagel. Back to Carey. Carey's long kick towards the wing. Parrish is there taking a nice mark. Les Parrish. Played 1 game with North Melbourne and then has been a fine player for Fitzroy. Parrish towards centre half forward. Quinlan up. The loose ball comes down. Couldn't be taken. Davis is there. Can't go. Could easily have been free kicked. Folds eventually gets a hand pass out towards Nagel from half-back flank. Nagel goes for the short pass. It drops short. Serafini has the ball punched away. Kicked off the ground by Bettison, but it had gone out of bounds before he got boot to ball, and so a throw-in to take place on centre wing, outer side of the ground.
Rain still persisting, not worrying Fitzroy one bit. Essendon are down 5 goals. We've played almost 13 minutes.
Very open Essendon forward line at the moment. It's not on camera, but there's only 2 players on the forward line, and that's Pert of Fitzroy in defence against Copping of Essendon.
Yes, very lonely spot. The ball is at centre wing at the moment. Thornton, believe it or not, won that ruck duel. Harris taps it forward. Now the opportunity for them to drift down in towards the pocket where Weston is there, looking at that kick from Billy Loken, who's had a fine game. Clark tried to get the handball away, kept in play over by Conlon. He chips up towards Bernie Quinlan. Over the back is Carey, and he sees it over the line.
Great kick that by Conlon. He was well on the boundary line, screwed the ball back, kept it in play beautifully.
Yes, and has brought his side deep into the attacking zone, and yet another change about to be made by the Bombers. We'll stay with the action. Off hands, Andrews slips at the critical time. This allows Sidebottom in, and he goes! Look at Sidey! 5 to Gary Sidebottom, and 6 clear for Fitzroy as they go to 12-12. Essendon to 6-12 on Sevens' big lead.
What can you say, Sandy? Many doubted the wisdom of Fitzroy recruiting Gary Sidebottom, but right now he's certainly paying them back. There's the board. 12-12 to 6-12. Rendell beaten for it by Madden. Coming through is Bettison. Tap forward, it goes straight to Hinchin of Fitzroy. He goes out wide where Francis is there. Taps the ball on, then runs around Carey, gathers the ball in well, brings it back with the left foot, looking for Conlon. Conlon couldn't quite gather it in. It comes back towards Francis again. Carey's there for Essendon, but it goes over the boundary line. Throwing to take place on the half-forward line.
Salmon Hurd on.
Going on the half-forward line. Watson again being spoken to by the Essendon runner. Obviously a move with Hurd possibly going to the centre. Watson to the forward line. It's kicked off the ground to where Watson just left. And now we find Harris putting the long kick down to the forward area. It might go through. It isn't. Fitzroy